International negotiators assembled in Switzerland shared the framework for the Iranian nuclear deal. Iran will reduce its stockpile of low-enriched uranium by 98% and reduce and downgrade its installed centrifuges. In exchange, the US and the European Union will lift sanctions hurting the country's economy. This has some celebrating, like the population in Iran, that might finally get a break from a depressed economy, but others, like the Republicans and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, are criticizing the agreement. Nick, I think the agreement is a great starting point. It's better than no agreement at all, but still we see that there's a fraction that is not very happy with the outcome.
And it's sad because you see people trying to be progressive, put differences aside, differences that have been, like you said, hurting people in Iran, all the sanctions and all that. So it's like you see people trying to be progressive and finally break the ice. And then, of course, you have these people trying to take you back the opposite way back because they have more fun fighting and hating than they do.
For the Obama administration, it's a great step forward. It's a great accomplishment to finally arrive to just the framework of the agreement. This is not a formal agreement. This is just the framework. It's the basis of an agreement. They will keep meeting till they finalize this agreement. Nonetheless, Benjamin Netanyahu went to the extent of saying, and I quote, that this deal will pose a grave danger to the region and to the world and will threaten the very survival of the state of Israel. It's a little far-fetched.
Well, you have to think, from his view, right? Mm-hmm. Because we know that a lot of people do not even accept the fact that his country exists, right? Iran, one of them. So it's like he has to see it from that side. And he has to be like that. He's probably doing what the people want to hear. He's saying what people want to hear. I mean, I don't see why this is going to put him in more danger. I mean, they reduced from 20,000 centrifuges to what was it, 6,000?
Yeah.
I mean, they know that that's not enough to make a bomb, and if they are, I mean...
Not only that, the whole deal has very important points. Like one of them, the centrifuges that you mentioned. Right now, Iran has 20,000. Some of them are latest generation. The deal agrees to downsize the whole centrifuge operation. The centrifuges are the machines that are used to enrich uranium. Uranium needs to be enriched to be used as a weapon. Now they have 20,000. They're going to downgrade to 6,000, and they need to be first-generation centrifuges. That's one big advancement because that reduces the capability of Iran to create a nuclear bomb. Not only that, they also are getting rid of almost 98% of the already enriched uranium. They have 10,000 kilograms. They have to reduce that to 300 kilograms. Of course, there is still debate of how are they going to dispose of all of this enriched uranium. The good part for Iran is the sanctions are going to be lifted little by little as soon as this deal gets finalized. But the people that are not happy with the deal or the framework argue that Iran is getting away with his demands of getting the sanctions lifted.
Right.
Because once the sanctions are lifted, if they cheat this agreement, it will be very hard to impose these sanctions again. Not only that, everybody's worried about that. Is Iran going to follow the agreement? There's overseeing, included in this framework, the group of 6 countries that are involved in the deal. They have the right to be closely watching what Iran is going to do. But as the deal stands right now, it looks really hard for Iran to continue moving towards a nuclear bomb development program.
Yeah, I know. And what's sad is that people like Republicans in the US, for example, they can't see that all these countries are coming together, countries like the US, Russia, and Iran, all coming together and finally agreeing on something. It's good, and it's good for the greater good of the earth. We're not trying to start a nuclear war here by lifting sanctions and trying to pull people out of poverty, countries out of poverty, I mean. So let's see the good side of it, not just the bad.
I think you are right. I think Obama said that this is one of the steps that he wants to take towards a future where the world has no nuclear weapons being developed. This goes into that direction, but also we need to be vigilant that Iran follows the steps. So we want to know, what do you think? Do you think this is a good deal, or there's need to be more work done to reduce the probabilities of Iran creating a nuclear weapon? Let us know what you think, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lib TV.